Star Wars Hunters Season 5 officially dropped today, and I thought it would be an amazing opportunity to do a whole video about what Season 5 has to offer, some of the battle pass, some of the changes to the UI, as well as the new character. Now granted, I haven't recorded a Star Wars Hunters video since Season 2, but that doesn't necessarily mean I haven't been playing. I've been playing every single day since launch. But now let's take a quicker look at Season 5. The first change on your profile you're probably going to notice is you are no longer level 50. Your new level is actually going to be an accumulation between all the Hunter levels, as you can see right here. This has no general bearing or impact toward gameplay, Hunter experience, or anything of the sort, just mainly a personal achievement. With the new season comes new changes, new battle pass, new modes, and of course, a brand new character. The new Hunter that you get within the season is a character called Glicken. Glicken is a Kubaz. This species first appeared in Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. This character is a short-range character utilizing two vibroblades as his primary weapon. Glicken has three main abilities. His first ability is Stealth, and as the name kind of suggests, allows him to completely go invisible. Stealth also grants the user an additional damage buff once hitting an enemy, but this is a one-time hit and it also exits his stealth mode. Any damage dealt or damage taken will also currently exit his stealth mode. His second ability is a slash and dash mechanic. He spins around in a circle with his vibroblades hitting any enemies in its vicinity. This ability can hit multiple enemies simultaneously while also doing damage over time. Just like the mechanic of stealth, you can use this to get in and out of battles real quick. His third ability is his blade launchers. Now granted, when you are utilizing the blade launchers, you are no longer able to use your vibroblades, so this means you're using a longer range attack now. This attack does decent damage, but of course not as much as the vibroblades would do in close quarters. And last but not least, his ultimate. His ultimate allows him to throw spike traps on the ground, slowing down enemies while also simultaneously having the enemies get damaged over time as they move through the spikes. So as you can see, a relatively versatile character with a lot of unique mechanics and move abilities. Now to go over Glicken's playstyle. Due to the fact that he can go invisible, this is an asset not only from objective modes, but also things such as a team deathmatch mode. Glicken can use his invisibility in a variety of ways. He can go in or out of objectives, pick up things such as the Hut Ball and or a trophy and trophy chase, or like I kind of mentioned before, assist your teammates within a team deathmatch mode while dealing that extra damage while he's invisible. The invisibility truly makes him such a versatile character. Glicken does have that ranged ability like I kind of mentioned before with his blade launchers. Now granted, it is a weaker form of damage compared to his vibroblades, so don't rely on this as a main form of damage. His vibroblades will do 30 damage and 40 damage on the last hit, whereas his ranged ability will do 14 for a body shot and 28 for a headshot. Instead, use this as a poking mechanic to get people off objectives, or maybe even back them into a corner, go into stealth, and then eliminate them when you're up close. His slash and dash ability is such a great mechanic, not only to get to points faster, objectives faster, or even pick up things such as the Hut Ball and or trophy from Trophy Chase faster, you do get the ability to also do damage over time, so also use this into consideration when also rushing into points. A great combo for this would be utilize his blade launchers while looking at an objective. When there's a variety of people there, once you're close enough, then you would use his slash and dash ability, not only doing damage over time to them, but also dispersing them alone. Then you can utilize your invisibility to kind of get out of the point, and if you are in a pinch, then do that additional damage that the invisibility does grant you. This character will unfortunately die quickly due to its low health. Always be cautious of your health, and also keep in mind of where your current regen points are. And if you don't have a regen point near you, always try to stay close to your healers as much as possible. If possible as well, try to have Skora on your team, so that way she can heal you from afar. That way, if you do pop your invisibility, you can get healed and run away simultaneously. And that's personally how I would best utilize this character. Let me know down below if you would agree, disagree, or do you have any other additional playstyle ideas for this character alone. With an introduction of a new character, of course, the meta will change due to the abilities and the current nature of how it affects other current hunters that are currently being played. This means maybe readjusting some of your current playstyles with some of the hunters that you are currently utilizing the most, i.e. things such as maybe a Mara Vex or maybe even Diago, to now incorporate the invisibility and the slash and dash mechanics. And of course, alongside a new character and a new season comes a brand new map. The new map is Coruscant Underworlds, and it's very reminiscent of the first mission that you play in Jedi Survivor. Despite me trying to find this map in 5 different games, unfortunately I was unable to get gameplay footage of this map, so instead what I'll do is I'll show you official gameplay footage from the official Star Wars Hunters channel. So now we get to touch on the Arena Pass. Of course, once purchasing the Arena Pass, you automatically get access to Glicken as a character. To be officially transparent, there isn't a lot of substance within this Arena Pass. The reason why I say this is they introduced 2 new individual theoretical currencies within the pass itself, making the pass feel a lot more underwhelming. Instead of typically having your fame, which we typically find in the Arena Pass, and or crystals and credits, you now have something called mods and chips. It feels like they sacrifice additional skins and or weapon skins in favor of these mods and chips, which I will get to momentarily. Of course, in the Battle Pass, you get your typical stickers, you get your emotes, your weapon skins, and your character skins as well, and of course now the additional currency. So you may be currently asking yourself right now, well, what is this currency, what does it do, and generally how do I acquire it? The new currency they introduced into this game is called chips. Now, what do you do with chips? Chips is a way to purchase additional mods for your characters. And modding a character might give them additional strength, speed, health, or additional attributes toward their playstyle. It could, in theory, also take away some. Here's currently what the mod screen looks like. And as you can see by the photo, the better the mod, the more it costs. Let's take this Kubaz Destruction 1 mod for example. You sacrifice 25 health to get 10 more melee damage. Now I fully understand the general consensus of people theoretically might think this is a pay-to-win model. To determine the level of pay-to-win, we have to look at a couple things. Number 1, are we able to acquire chips organically? If we are unable to acquire the chips organically, how can we acquire the chips? And the last question we should be asking is, how much of an advantage do these boosts or mods actually truly provide? After looking through the UI and a variety of different menu options inside the game, I've came to the conclusion you can only get the chip currency via here. Here is where you can purchase mods for crystals. Now, your first thought probably is, well, crystals are purchased with actual money. Therefore, it's pay to win. And I can totally understand and sympathize with that way of thinking. But with the crystal structure the way it is, we can acquire crystals in a variety of different ways. We can get crystals in the Battle Pass, completing challenges, completing special events, or even in ranked mode. And that's all free. We don't have to spend a dime doing that. But yes, of course, for those who are actually putting money into this game to get crystals, they theoretically might have additional advantage because they can upgrade whatever character however many times they want. I have unfortunately not tested any of the mods so far, so unfortunately I can't give you an accurate representation of whether or not these are actually mechanic breaking elements or not. I think the mods are a very interesting addition to Hunters. It allows you to take the characters that you've been playing for the longest time and play them completely differently now with all these additional attributes. This could change the playstyle of the character, the dynamic of the character, and also the whole meta as an entirety. But again, to get a better representation, I'm going to have to apply mods and see if they actually make that much of a difference. With the introduction of mods, it actually made the Arena Pass a little bit cheaper. Believe it or not, it is $6.99 now compared to $9.99. The theory why I think they actually decreased the price of the Arena Pass is just so that way, in theory, people have the ability then to purchase more within the games in regards to the new mod mechanic. So if you never bought the Arena Pass before and you've been kind of contemplating it now, you do have the option to get it at a cheaper price. Is it the best decision in the long run for the game? I guess we'll wait and see. Within this season, they're also doing 2 new limited time events. The first new event they're introducing is Utini vs. Glicken. They're classifying this as a limited time clash event. The second new event we're going to have is a Diago vs. Glicken event called Snipe and Sneak. Snipe and Sneak is labeled as a limited time holo arcade event. Both new events look to integrate new ways to play and game modes to keep this game fresh and continuously alive. Last but not least, let's go into some patch notes. An introduction into the current PvP system, we now have a PvE system called Grandstand. Grandstand, since it is a PvE mode, it will incorporate 3 difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. In the higher difficulties, the enemies will get some behavioral improvements as well as some balance changes to ensure they're challenging the best and most modded hunters. In regards to Trophy Chase, you are now able to use zip lines while carrying a trophy. And of course, all the hunters have received balance updates as well. If you'd like a full comprehensive list of all the changes each hunter has gotten, I will link that down below from the official site. And that pretty much wraps up Season 5 in a nutshell. Thank you for clicking on the video. It is much appreciated. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment down below. What do you think of Season 5 so far? Don't forget to turn on push notifications just so that way you never miss a video. And with that, may the Force be with you.